The Houston Rockets just pulled off what might go down as the boldest move of the modern NBA era, something no one saw coming, and something that could change the league forever. And it all traces back to a shocking report that most people laughed off until it actually happened. Nearly a year ago, just before he stepped away from the game, Adrian Wojnarowski dropped a stunner. The Rockets were gunning for Kevin Durant. Fast forward, and the impossible is reality. Durant is in Houston. But this isn't your typical aging star to contender deal. This is different. The Rockets didn't just grab a superstar, they built a juggernaut. In an NBA apron era where assembling talent is borderline impossible, they've formed a team that's ready to contend right now, and nobody saw it coming. This isn't some gimmick, this is a full-blown movement, anchored by a 21-year-old playmaking big man out of Turkey and a 20-year-old athletic phenom. And now, they're joined by one of the greatest scorers in basketball history. For Kevin Durant, this isn't just another stop, it's a chance to rewrite his legacy. What makes this terrifying isn't just Durant's presence, it's the combination. Durant joins forces with Fred VanVleet, a battle-tested champion, to guide Houston's explosive young nucleus. Yes, the Rockets gave up pieces, but head coach Ime Udoka made the call. He greenlit the move that turned Houston from promising to problem. Let's talk about the real engine behind this chaos, Alperen Şengün. This kid just led Houston to 52 wins and a #2 seed in a brutal Western Conference. He missed All-NBA honors by one vote. One. He's 6'10", has footwork like Hakeem, court vision like Magic, and the confidence to run an offense. The only thing holding him back? Space. Last season, teams crowded the paint, daring Houston to beat them from deep. Now, they can't. Durant just stepped in as the ultimate spacing weapon, one of the purest shooters the game has ever seen. Şengün averaged 21, 9, and 5 on nearly 60% true shooting, and that doesn't even capture his full impact. He brings the ball up like a guard, runs pick and rolls as the handler, threads passes through windows most players don't even see. And he's just 21. Think prime Pau Gasol's mind, Jokic's passing touch, and Duncan's fundamentals. That's Şengün. And now, the floor's wide open for him. Defenses will face a lose-lose decision, collapse on Şengün in the paint, and leave Durant open from three, or guard KD and let Şengün feast inside. Pick your poison. Now imagine this lineup. Kevin Durant, 6'11", shoots like a sniper. Alperen Şengün, 6'10", runs the offense. Jabari Smith Jr., 6'11", elite defender with a growing jumper. Amen Thompson, 6'7", with a 7-foot wingspan. Lightning in transition. Fred VanVleet, floor general with championship DNA. That's not just length, it's versatility. 4 near 7-footers who can all switch, handle, and create. This isn't traditional basketball. It's positionless chaos. And Houston didn't gut their roster. They kept Amen Thompson, defensive nightmare. Jabari Smith, who's blossoming on both ends. Tari Eason, high motor 6th man. Cam Whitmore, a walking bucket. Reed Shepherd, the sharpshooting rookie. Oh, and Steven Adams, the bruiser who brings playoff grit. This team isn't just long, it's deep. It can switch, shoot, rebound, and lock you down. It's everything a modern contender needs. And here's why Durant's never been in a better position. Since leaving Golden State, he hasn't had a real floor general. Kyrie Irving, just 47 games together in Brooklyn. Phoenix, a carousel of secondary ball handlers and awkward spacing. At 36, KD isn't the rim-attacking monster he once was, but what he still is, maybe better than ever, is an unstoppable shot maker. Houston doesn't need him to carry, they need him to finish. And now, he finally has a system that lets him pick his spots. VanVleet can run sets to get KD curling into open mid-range looks or wide-open trailer threes. Şengün will create from the high post and give Durant the easiest shots he's had since the Warriors days. This is the ideal environment for Durant. Spacing, IQ, defense, and most importantly, balance. The Rockets aren't just throwing stars together, they're pairing championship experience with elite youth, and that's the secret. Just look at what Alex Caruso did for OKC. 1 ring, 1 vet. It changed their entire identity. Houston now has 2, Durant and VanVleet. Both champions, both clutch-tested, both leaders. Pascal Siakam elevated Indiana the moment he arrived. Now imagine that effect doubled in Houston. And let's not forget the chemistry. Durant walks into a locker room that already includes Steven Adams, his old OKC running mate. That trust matters. That familiarity matters. This isn't a rebuild. This isn't even a retool. This is a renaissance. Houston went from maybe in a few years to title favorites overnight. Vegas adjusted the odds a second the ink dried. Why? Because the fit is perfect. Durant's elite shooting addresses Houston's biggest flaw, half-court creation. Udoka's defense keeps them in every game, and their length, depth, and youth, unmatched. We just watched OKC capture its first ring with SGA playing like Kobe in his prime. But make no mistake, there's another problem coming for the league now. It's not just Kevin Durant. It's not just Alperen Şengün. It's the Houston Rockets, and they might have just broken the NBA.